Today we're diving deep into one of the most iconic performance machines in the automotive world, the 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S. If you're looking for an exotic that blends luxury, heritage, and raw performance without sacrificing daily drivability, you're going to want to stick around for this one. Let's get right into it. Starting with the design of the 202-6911 Turbo S. While the overall silhouette remains unmistakably Porsche, this year's model gets refined in all the right ways. At first glance, the design tweaks might seem subtle, but when you look closely, they signal a continued evolution of Porsche's modern aesthetic philosophy. The front fascia is sharper, with redesigned LED matrix headlights that are sleeker and more aggressive. Porsche has also reworked the lower bumper for improved aerodynamics, adding active aero elements that respond dynamically to speed and cornering load. The air intakes are larger than before, aiding in cooling for that beast of an engine. The side profile is a sculpted work of art. Flared wheel arches emphasize the car's wide stance and hint at its massive performance potential. Front and 21-inch rear wheels are fitted with center-locking hubs, previously reserved for the GT lineup, which now appear on the Turbo S for the first time. The Turbo S badge is subtly embossed on the side intakes, a nod to its restrained yet aggressive identity. Around the back, the new light strip has been refined with a thinner, more continuous LED bar stretching the full width of the rear. Active rear spoiler deploys more smoothly than before and adjusts based on speed and driving conditions. And of course, you can't miss those massive oval tailpipes that emit a symphony of turbocharged flat-six glory every time you touch the throttle. Now step inside. Things get even more refined. Porsche has really elevated the interior of the 911 Turbo S for 2026. While maintaining the familiar driver-focused layout, there are numerous upgrades in materials and technology. The dashboard now features more integrated digital elements without losing the tactile physical controls Porsche fans love. The new curved 12.6-inch digital instrument cluster replaces the traditional analog tachometer, but still maintains the central rev counter in digital form, complete with customizable display modes. The center touchscreen has been enlarged to 11.9 inches and uses the updated Porsche Communication Management System, or PCM. It's faster, more intuitive, and now supports native apps like Spotify, Apple Music, and even integrated climate control via voice commands. Porsche has also added haptic feedback to the lower touchscreen panel that controls HVAC and vehicle settings. It's giving a more satisfying user experience. Material quality is top tier. There's extended leather across the dash, doors, and seats alongside. Real aluminum trim, optional carbon fiber inserts, and subtle ambient lighting. The 18-way adaptive sport seats come standard, with additional bolstering for track days while still being perfectly comfortable for everyday driving. There's a new optional two-tone interior package that blends black and chalk. Gray with yellow stitching, it's stunning. Person and worth every extra dollar if you're into design details. Practicality hasn't been forgotten either. You've still got the front trunk frunk with about 4.6 cubic feet of space, and rear seats that are better suited for kids or extra gear. Porsche knows how to blend luxury with real-world usability, and the 2026 Turbo S is a perfect example of that balance. Under the hood, or technically, behind the rear axle is where things get really exciting. The 2026 Turbo S is powered by an updated version of Porsche's 3.8-liter twin-turbocharged flat-six engine. It now delivers a jaw-dropping 660 horsepower and 627 pounds-ft of torque. Thanks to revised turbochargers, improved intercooling, and some ECU wizardry. That's a 40 horsepower bump over the outgoing model. Porsche says it'll do 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.4 seconds, and from our testing, that feels conservative. With launch control, this car takes off like it's defying physics. Quarter mile, it's just under 10.4 seconds. Power is sent through an 8-speed PDK dual-clutch transmission, which remains one of the quickest and most refined gearboxes on the market. Shifts are instant. Whether you're cruising in automatic mode or banging through gears manually with the paddles, it always feels perfectly tuned to your inputs. The standard all-wheel drive system offers a ridiculous grip. even in wet or variable conditions. And Porsche Active Suspension Management, now recalibrated, keeps the ride perfectly balanced between comfort and performance. New for 2026 is the optional Active Ride Control System, which uses predictive sensors to adjust suspension damping on the fly. On a twisty road, it makes the Turbo S feel almost weightless, sharp, planted, and always composed. Combine that with Porsche's rear axle steering and dynamic chassis control, and you've got a car that shrinks around you the faster you go. Whether you're carving mountain roads or cruising on the highway, it's remarkably composed and addictively fun. Braking performance is equally insane, with standard carbon ceramic brakes offering fade-free stopping power under any conditions. Porsche also retuned the brake pedal for a more linear response, giving you better modulation whether you're on the street or the track. Now, let's talk price. The 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S starts at $234,000 in the US. And yes, that's a big number. But when you consider the performance, luxury, and technology you're getting, it becomes easier to justify, especially when rivals like the McLaren Artura or Ferrari Roma start pushing well past that once you add options. With just a few select packages like the lightweight package, Burmeister Audio and Porsche exclusive manufacturer, Panchu can easily push the price north of $260,000, but here's the thing. Few cars offer the same blend of everyday usability and track-ready performance like the Turbo S does. It's not just a weekend. Toyot's a genuine all-rounder. And here's something worth noting. Resale values for the 911 Turbo S continue to be among the strongest in its class, and Porsche's build quality and reliability ratings remain top tier. That makes the 2026 model not just a thrill ride, but a smart, long-term investment for enthusiasts who want the full experience. So, should you buy it? If you're looking for the ultimate daily drivable supercar that blends luxury, technology, and hair-raising speed with Porsche's timeless design, yes, the 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S is still the gold standard.